Hello everyone, my name is Draconicrose and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story. Now, you may have noticed that there are some new things around here. That is because I had already recorded this episode only to discover that the video file was completely blank. So I'll go around and tell you what I did, starting over here actually. So basically, I came down here and looted this ruin for most of its stuff. Creepy. Creepy? Oh, because there's creepies down there. Okay, I looted it for its wood, looted it for its fences, and I plan on looting the rest of it as well. But for now, this is how it is. I also searched around the caves here. I found locusts. I am not going to go down there, especially with this fog. That's just asking for me to die, and as you can already tell, my health isn't the best. So I also cut down a bunch of trees over here that wasn't part of the episode, that was between episodes, and started up a small little tree farm. Now you can see that giant oak tree. That's basically what happens when a player plants trees. They grow much larger than their normal World Gen counterparts. I also put down all of the bushes we gathered up last episode so that they can start flowering and creating food for us. Very useful. Now this hole here, it used to be filled with firewood, which I turned into charcoal. So that, ow, I already don't have enough health for this, so that we can properly create stuff. Where did I put it? Probably here, yes. I have a stack of charcoal. I also melted enough copper to finish the anvil mold, the prospecting tool pick, the hoe and the hammer, and also a few ingots. Very useful, very necessary. So let's look at those new stuffs. Oh, and I moved the chests, not the chests, the baskets. So now we have a basket for mob drops. We have a basket for wooden stuff, so you can already see a bunch of oak planks and this special blue wallpaper on aged planks that I got from the ruins. Some firewood. Here is a stone-based stuff, so some cobblestone, stone, and bricks. We'll be using those for building. One more tool rack. We have a shovel, the hammer, which I'm going to take because I want to show you how that works, the saw, which will allow us to make more planks, the scythe, I'll show you how that works as well, and the prospecting pick. Now the prospecting pick, I won't show you how it works. I might, if I remember, link a video to a tutorial there. Basically, you mine rocks to see what's the density of ores in a location. But the scythe allows you to cut grass in an area, and it's also very useful to pick up crops. Doesn't work on the reeds, unfortunately. I'll have to see if the tool we're going to make this episode does. So I have my crops here, which I planted using the hoe, and some aged wooden fence that I looted from the ruins. Just to, start delineating things. They're sorted by nutrient, by the way. Here are the nutrient and crops. That's so I can then rotate them. More nutrient N, because water only goes 4 away from a water source block. These are P, which I only have onions for, and these are K, which we have flax and soybeans on it. That was all of my seeds. Speaking of, this is the seeds and stuff chest basket thingy. Alright, so this rye will grow eventually, and that's okay. This is a forge. You put coal in it to reheat iron ingots, and you need to do that if you want to manipulate an iron ingot. The way it works is You put in some charcoal by shift right clicking. I hope that's enough. You put in your ingot and you shift right click to light it up with a torch. So hopefully that will be enough to get that ingot bright and malleable, because from now on most of our tools are going to be made by using the hammer and the anvil. I still hear those wolves. I don't know where they are. They haven't been a problem, so but yeah. Okay, so our ingot is heating up nicely. Come on. Get all bright and white. Almost there, I think. Nope, that's good enough. So shift right click it onto the anvil and select what you want to make. You can make arrowheads, and I'm super hungry, that's okay. In this case, we want to get the shears made. And the way this works is you get this, and I'll probably die here. Yeah, I don't have anything to eat at the moment. That's a bit of a bother. Well, basically you press F to bring these up, and then you smack things until the voxels fill in the blue areas. Now, those tools work the way you're facing, so you gotta face them correctly. And you have to wait for the thing to hit and spread before you move the mouse, or else you are not going to hit the correct voxel. So gotta be patient with this one. And keep it going. And yes, I know I'm gonna die. Like right about now. There we go. So I'll see you when I get back here. Alright, I am back, and as you can see, my ingot looks pretty different. However, I can still work with it. Basically, the ingot will cool down, and if that happens, you're going to have to reheat it again. In our case, it's okay, we get the shears anyway. So what the shears do is they allow you to easily cut away tree leaves. Let's look for a likely tree. So like this one. And let's use them. And there you go. We get a 3x3 leaf cutting area. Pretty handy when we're looking for more twigs or saplings. In this case, we're not getting very lucky with either. Well, got a few sticks, but no saplings. So that's basically what you use the shears for. It's a 3x3 by 3, by the way. So it's 3D, you can see the work there, but pretty handy, especially when our tree farm over there starts growing. And I see one of our trees has already done so. As you can tell, it's a little bit bigger than the normal acacia that are around here. You can see here, like, this is one of the naturally spawned ones that I actually left halfway undone. Oh, there's a sapling. So, yeah. That's how useful this is. Now I don't have my my axe with me. That's okay. We have 3 saplings now. Hooray! This is going to be a good tree farm. Now I don't know if trees require a lot of space between them to grow. I'm just used to doing tree farms this way from Minecraft. So I'm just going to continue doing it. Because why not? Now, as you can tell, these wild rye have been growing for a lot of episodes. Meanwhile, these crops have been left here from just my 30 minutes recording. So they grow a lot faster in tilled soil, even if they're both low fertility. This makes some sort of sense. I mean, you are farming, and it does reward you for actually creating props instead of just leaving everything to nature. Okay, let's put our copper hammer in here. Replace our axe with the shears. I did hear a drifter. Is it in my pit? I can't tell. I hear it, I can't see it. Nope. Can't see anything. Well, that's okay. So other than that, we have a new thing to make. And actually let me get rid of these sticks and grab a little bit of wood and these planks. Is this oak? Yes, good. Perfect. I'm going to take my saw from the tool rack and put the charcoal where it belongs. Did that go in there or inside? Yes, it went in there. I also have some tin bronze arrowheads. We'll be making arrowheads later. No point right now since we don't have a bow. Easy to make, but I'm going to wait for more flax first. So with the saw we made more oak planks, and now we can take this twine I have here, put it over there, create a U shape with the planks, and we get a wooden bucket. Haha! So with the wooden bucket we can do something that will make the cairn a lot more useful, which is gather water. So we come in, we fill up the bucket, one click, not that many, and we put it in the crafting grid with, well, we're supposed to put it in the crafting grid with flour. Did they remove the 1 for 1? Oh, there we go. Rye flour to the right of it, and we get rye dough. So we can continue doing this, and fortunately, unlike Minecraft, we don't actually have to close the crafting grid to use our bucket on water. And now we have 3 rye bread. Also, I'm gonna leave this bucket filled, no point in leaving it empty. Now this rye bread with its dough actually needs to be cooked, and that means getting some of our firewood into our inventory. And it cooks at 200, so we should be good. That means we now have access to an easy source of food, because we can put in the cairn any type of grain, and we are growing rye and spelt and flax, which also gives us flax grain. The other things we can eat on their own. Turnips, pretty good to get the healing bonus. So we're in a good shape now, because we are going to have pretty good amounts of food. And speaking of, I really should eat it. It has 300 saturation, so not quite as good as meat, but much more available. And the spelt one I think has 800 or something, or 600, something like that. Now most of these molds we don't need, but I am going to leave them here anyway, because, well, I don't really have the inventory space to put them in. What this means now is that we are in a good shape to start advancing in our technology and progression. We have all the tools available to us right now, and that is a great thing to have. However, we really should be building a home. We have food, we have a good place to create charcoal, we have a copper pickaxe, we have crops growing. So yes, definitely time to build a home. And like I said the other time, I want to build my home out in the forest. And the forest isn't too far. It's you can actually see it in the background. It's right away from this little savanna area. We'll just keep going straight and we will eventually meet with it. Maybe not the best idea going out at night like this, but we can probably find some wild food while we're going. Or not. Maybe we'll just find predators and drifters. Here's a giant hole. Okay, let's get through here. More giant hole? No, just little hole. We have these things, these wild vine sections. I have no idea if we can harvest them. Actually, let me see. Oh, we can! And with our hands too. That's pretty neat. We might use it for decoration and stuff. And let's continue up. Drifter. Fortunately, we have a copper sword, which is very handy against these guys. Another one. Maybe we can get the temporal gear from these. That would be wonderful. That's the special drop drifters have that allows you to set your spawn. That's why I want one. We have a hyena pup and another drifter, but we are starting to get into the forest area. So we have lots of clay. The pup will usually run from us. And sorry for killing it, but I don't want it becoming a grown hyena and hunting me down. Which they will do, by the way. Hunt you down, that is. Not 100% sure if they'll grow up. So we keep going. Here's a lot of bamboo. And the bamboo shows up quite weirdly on the minimap. But here's it. It makes for a nice little growth area. Now while we're here, here's kapok. So we're definitely in rainforest territory now. While we're here, we should keep our eyes peeled for bees. Our eyes and ears. Because bees give you honey, but more importantly, they give you bee wax, which allows you to make better sources of light like lanterns, candles, all that good stuff. So we definitely want to find some so that we can harvest their honey. Unfortunately, doesn't sound like I'm getting any. We should be able to see like their wild hive, see them as yellow particles in the air and hear their buzzing sound. Let's see. Nothing so far, but basically this is around the area where I want to eventually settle down. Here's some fern, those are good. For decoration, I mean, they don't really have any other use. But around here more. I do like the verdant area. Here's another type of bamboo, the green one. With more caves. There's a lake, if I can get to it without getting myself too lost or dying. Not very worried about getting too lost because I can always zoom out and ta-da! Here's my home waypoint. Ooh, I see something here and here. Might be worth the investigation, so let's continue on. There's the white stuff. Let's go see what it has for us. Keep our ears peeled for bees. What is this? Nothing, just kapok branchy leaves. Lots of caves in this seed. Very spooky. You can tell there's something over there. Not entirely sure if that would be locusts or some good ores. Not going to risk it until it's daytime, because that way it'll illuminate that open area of the cave. So what is the white stuff? We're about to find out. Ooh! It's a giant cave with something down there. Now that might be where that drifter just fell and probably died. Yep. Good times. Oh, there's quartz. Now quartz is something we might want to start gathering now, because we are at a point where we are going to start building, and we are going to need quartz to make windows and stuff. So I'm going to gather a few and see if we can't get any clear quartz. We did get one. We need 2 per window, though the smoky, not the smoky quartz, the quartz chunks also make some good, not really visible through glass, kind of opaque-ish. Here are another drifters. The problem with this area is visibility as well. Can't really see where they are. Doesn't look like they're coming for me. Oh, there it is. Ow. Come on. If I could find them, that would be good, because I could make bronze. Did it just disappear? Maybe. I think sometimes entities desync, so they start showing up where they shouldn't. But okay, the white stuff we're going to explore soon. The sun will be coming up. What's in here? Continuation of the white stuff. That's fine. On the other side, other than quartz, we got another feature. This is really dense jungle. So here's some surface quartz, which we can't mine. We need a bronze pick for that. So another good reason to find tin. Let's go look at that feature of the land over there. Let's see what it is. So in a way, the minimap sometimes it encourages more exploration than if we didn't have a minimap. So what's up here? Nothing? Is it just the bamboo being weird? Might be. So what was the other feature? It was continuing on. Looks grayer in the map than in the minimap. Wonder what it is. It's an open area of some sort. With... oh, that's surface something. Fire clay in soil. Now fire clay does have some things you can only get from it, but I don't remember what it is. So let's experiment. Let's grab some of it and put it here. We don't need to be having that in our hotbar or that. So let me see. Sword, shovel, ingot. No, it might be a crafting grid recipe, and as usual I don't have the wiki open right now, so there's nothing we can tell. But that is what we're seeing on the minimap. It's just this sparse grass area with all that fire clay in it. So might be a good place for us to keep in mind. However, I still... oh, could this be it? There was an area that had a mountain, well, not really a mountain, more like a gentle big hill on its back that is close to spawn. So you can see how far we've come, because spawn is close by. Now, bamboo has the peculiarity of being a full block, even though its hitbox is not full, but you can't walk through it. And there's that mountain. That might be that over there, that valley between the mountains. So let's go a little bit faster. This area, by the way, even though it's a rainforest, it's pretty devoid of food of any sort. Like, not animals, not plants. I wish you could eat the bamboo, it's edible. In real life, anyway. But we can't. Yes, I think this was the area. It's a nice, beautiful area that would allow us to make a big, like, open building. And it has this gorgeous view of the land that is getting even better the more we go up. And what I'm thinking is building a house kind of on stilts. So it would be high up and basically be a safe platform away from the bustling of the wildlife and stuff. We can build it somewhere around here. Like, look at this place. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, not right now because I went down, but look at that lake with the rolling hills. Oh, that is fantastic. Yes, I am definitely going to settle down in this area. There's an open area here, which would be a perfect candidate for us to do our home. And importantly, there's a lake. No reeds, but we can bring our own. They grow pretty fast, so we'll just have to move things. But as you can see, it's a walk. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty big walk back here. But very good area, very good indeed. Lots of bamboo around it we can use for a building material. Gorgeous view with the mountainy forest and soybeans growing. So now we are entering an area that has more plentiful food, and please ignore that message. It more of a problem of my computer than the game. So now we have soybeans to eat and more seeds to plant when we're back at home. Yep, definitely going to come and settle this area. Some grains that we can turn into bread later. Look at this giant lake. Ah, that is amazing. Gorgeous area, gorgeous. You can even see what's on the other side. Let's swim over there. Like, underwater there isn't much, but there are these seaweeds. Like, we could use some fish or some corals just to make things underwater a little prettier, but yeah, not a lot in terms of wildlife either. But that's okay, wildlife needs models, it needs an AI, it needs, to be integrated. That's very fine. Look at all that bamboo and those giant oak trees. This is indeed a gorgeous place. What is that? That doesn't look a lot like natural formation, though it might be. Might be, but it doesn't look like it. Let's keep going. Let's see what we get. Lots of bamboo and kapok, which we are used to. Is that a giant arrow on the side of that mountain? I mean, if that's a natural spawn, then wow, the terrain algorithm just completely randomized an arrow. So that's cool. Yeah, I think that was it. Wow. What a gorgeous place. Look at that. Is the stream coming into the lake? Yes, this is a gorgeous area. But like I said, when we started up this spawn, not a lot in terms of resources, especially not the reeds, which are very, very necessary for building inventory space and stuff. Yep. Gorgeous area. Love it. So we will be settling down somewhere around here. Let me know which area you like the most. Because, yeah, it'll be around here somewhere, but nothing is written in stone. Are those reeds? Are those reeds? Those are reeds. Gosh darn it. Well, anyway, let me know in the comments where you would like us to settle down. And, well, I'll see which area has more votes and head over there. But until a next episode, don't forget to leave a like if you liked it, comment the area you'd want to settle down, and remember, here, there be Catmins.
Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk, and if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.